Greetings everyone, I'm Kevin and it's time to do the end of the year book tag. First of all, I have a stomach flu, that's why I look a little bit rugged. I still wanted to make this video because I wanted some distraction. So yeah, and good that I can't, infect anyone through a screen, so that's good. But let's get into the book tag. This book tag was created by Ariel Bissett. Her channel and the link to the original video will be down below in the description box. You can check her out. The first question is, are there any books you started this year that you need to finish? I actually have a few DNFs, but I'm not going to go into the DNFs. I'm going to go through the books that I haven't officially DNF'd. And the first one is Frostheart. I really wanted to finish this book. I read it for Polarthon, which was in February, and I read like 100 pages of this, so I was like, I'm gonna finish it, but I never picked it back up after Polarthon, and I really would like to have finished it before the end of the year, but I don't think that's gonna happen. Also because I would have to start over from the beginning, so I think I will just leave this for 2022 instead. And another book that I started that I haven't finished is Romeo and Jewel. The musical Hamilton meets Romeo and Juliet is basically what this is. And I was really intrigued by it. I read a few chapters, but then life got in the way. There were other books that I had to read and finish that I just forgot about this. So do I think I will be able to finish it before the end of the year? No. Second question, do you have an autumnal book to transition into the end of the year? So I assume that I am late in filming this because it's winter, it's not autumn anymore. But so instead of going for an autumnal book, I'm going to go for a winter book or a book that gives winter vibes. So I think Brother's Keeper would do that very well. Like, it looks so wintry, like it looks really beautiful. So I think this is gonna be a good book to transition into the new year instead. Third question, is there a new release you're still waiting for? And I'm going to go with a new release, a 2021 release that I'm really excited to read but I haven't gotten to, and it's Last Gamer Standing. This is on my December TBR and I'm really excited to read this. Like, I have been so excited about this book since I found out about it, so I'm really interested to pick it up. So this is definitely a new release that I'm looking forward to, and I can't wait to read it. Question number 4. What are 3 books you want to read before the end of the year? There are a lot of books that I want to read before the end of the year. I could probably hold up my entire December TBR, but I'm not gonna do that. So instead, I'm going to talk about 2 books instead of 3. So the first one is, of course, Last Gamer Standing, that I really hope to get to before the end of the year. Like, I'm gonna read it in December no matter what. The other book that I need to finish before the end of the year is Mylingen. I apparently read the first 2 books in January and then I never picked up the third book. This is the third book. I rewatched all of my TBR videos where I play my TBR Give Me a TBRC, which is Yahtzee. I found out that I read the first 2 books in January, but I never picked up this, which is the third book. And I do not want there to be 1 year between reading the first 2 books and the third. I don't want that. So this is definitely a book I want to have finished before 2022, so that I have read the first 3 books in the same year at least. Question number 5. Is there a book you think could still shock you and become a favorite of the year? And sure. I was gonna say this again, but like, it wouldn't shock me if it became a favorite because I have extremely high expectations for this book. So I wanted to go for other books instead. So I'm gonna say The Upper World by Femi Fadugba as the first one, just because it is a science fiction story set in the future and it just sounds so up my alley. It sounds definitely like something that I would love. So this could definitely shock me and become a favorite. Like, I still think it's going to be like a 4-star at least, but it could very well become my favorite book of the year. I wouldn't, like, it wouldn't shock me, but it would, like, you know. Another book that I think could shock me and become a favorite is surely based on the fact that it's super hyped and a lot of people love it. It seems like everyone loves it. If you have this book on your TBR and you go onto Goodreads and you sort the list according to Goodreads rating, average rating, you would have this book very high up, and it's Heartstopper. I think I'm going to enjoy it. Do I think it's gonna be 5 stars? I don't know. But it could very well shock me and become like a favorite, and I could, like, you know, start gushing about it and can't stop talking about it. I don't know. But it's not a 5-star prediction for me, but because it's so hyped and because the average rating for it is so high, it could probably shock me and become a favorite book of the year. I don't know. We'll see. Then we're on to the last question. Then we're on to the last question, which is, have you already started making reading plans for 2022? And I have a little, like, not fully decided yet. I'm thinking about how many books I want to have read. Like, that's my main thing currently. I'm working on creating my reading plans or reading goals for 2022. Reading plans, don't really have that. I am looking into readathons and stuff like that. I'm actually going to host my own readathon in 2022, which I'm really excited about. So a lot of my reading plans go into planning TBRs for different readathons. So I'm really excited about the new year. It's so weird that it's been a year of 2021. Time passes so quickly, it's weird. Yeah, that's it for this book tag. I hope you enjoyed. Please leave a like and subscribe if you haven't. Until next time, good reading. Bye.